good night, everyone. Tonight, God is good and God is good all the time. My name is Armin Just Spirit of Divine. I'm here to give you this short news on today. First, I want to say Happy 4th of July. Happy 1st of July. I hope y'all all enjoy yourself. I hope all y'all were safe. So I know most of y'all, I know all y'all going to be trying to get home. And I do have some news on that again about the Apple. But first I have some good news. Um, a guitar got back to his owner after 46 years. You know, this man been searching for his guitar for 46 years, and finally he have his guitar. His name is Randy Bushman. So the guitar was stolen from the hotel he was at, but seen 46 years later. So when his guitar was stolen from the hotel, he thought it was the end of his life, because he was there. He is a legend, and he made a lot of his songs on that guitar. So when that guitar was gone, he just thought that was the end of his world. He loved his guitar. So his life at that time, because he written he written like millions of hits with that guitar. So as the COVID took place, a couple of years ago, he had a lot of time on his hands. He had a lot of quiet time on his hands to launch, to search for his stolen guitar. So he got online and he just started searching all the pawn shop, all the stores that he think the guitar, somebody probably would have brought the guitar too. So he spotted his guitar in Orange Scratch at the Village guitar shop, saying Taco that it was a perfect match. So he kept on seeing his guitar, but every time he get to it, it's either gone. You know, he either was sold. So it was a perfect match, but he was disappointed that it had been sold. So every time he'll see it, and then he try to call the contact, it'll be sold. But he kept on searching. This man didn't stop. He just kept on searching. You know, so he saw his guitar again. So he saw his guitar multiple times. But every time he tried to reach it, it was sold. But time, a miracle. Now a miracle is about to happen. He discovered his guitar last week after 46 years ago. So at a concert, a guitar was seen backstage. So after the 4th of July celebration, live, you know, he went in the back. He went to the back of the stage, and he saw the guitar. He talked to the person. So it was just a miracle. It was amazing that he found his guitar after 46 years. So that's the story on the guitar. Was returned after 46 years. He just kept on searching. He knows sooner or later, it was gonna come up, because I know he probably was praying and everything else. He didn't want to leave life until he found his guitar. So that's a miracle, and it's amazing that his guitar showed up, and he was at the right place at the right time. You see how God works? Now he probably been praying for that guitar, but he didn't know. See, we don't know how God gonna answer our prayers. So he happened to be at the right place and at the right time. And the power was on his heart for God to send him to that place. Because God gonna answer our prayers, but we don't know how God gonna answer our prayers. So he was at the right place at the right time, and his guitar was right there. So he never stopped searching. So that's the story on the guitar, and I think that was an amazing story. So after 46 years, he wound up and saw his guitar. Can you remember? He kept seeing his guitar, but every time he tried to reach him, they said, "Oh no, they've been sold." But this time he saw it in person, his own self, backstage. So he was at the right place at the right time to discover his guitar after 46 years. So now I want to talk to you about the gas prices. You know, so they say the person at the White House spoke to the gas station to cut the prices down. You know, so that's good because the prices for the gas was just real high. So the prices went down. We don't know how long, but it went down. I do have some locations where the prices had went down. It didn't hit all the gas stations, but I do have some location. Erlene's Discount Store on 2707 Erlene Avenue. So a Castle's 3900 Dublin Street. That's right up here off of Capitol. Verity's Food and Fuel Station. That's at 1233 North Broad. And you also have Speed Race gas station. That's at 5200 Crowder Boulevard. And then you have one at the same gas station, but at 8020 Diamond Avenue. So you do have Exxon got the discount at 5701 Crowder Boulevard. So these are the location. These are the location that the prices have went down. It didn't go down on all the gas stations yet, but these are some of the locations that I saw that the gas prices went down. And you might want to check some of these gas stations out if you wants to fill up your gas tank now. Because now, I have to constantly, what used to fill mine up, don't fill it up no more. You got to constantly add more money to it to fill your gas tank up all the way to the rim. So that's the news on the gas. So I also have news on the airport. I know I've been talking about this whole weekend for the 4th of July weekend. So there are still chaos at the airport as the airline are being canceled and delayed. So thousands of flights been canceled in the United States as the airport travels break pandemic record during the 4th of July weekend. So they broke the record this year, because we ain't had the Essen in a couple of years because of the corona. So now the Essen is back strive again, and it was just so packed this weekend because we ain't have the Essen in 2 years. So it was extra packed this year. So they broke the record during the 4th of July weekend. They were just super packed, so much chaos. So much flights was canceled, flights was delayed. One guy said he was going to get married, and they get to the airport and they said just now, your flight been canceled. So that's what I'm saying. If y'all getting married, you going to a apartment or wherever y'all going to, you have to book your flight days before. If you getting married this weekend, you need to book your flight 2 or 3 days before. Better be there early than not show up at all. Because they was getting married, and they get there and say the flight was canceled. So due to the chaos at the airport and high prices on the gas, they didn't stop the American people. They didn't stop the American people. They still came here and wants to see this essence. New Orleans is a beautiful place to come and party at. So they all wants to come down and see this essence. They didn't stop them. Did not stop them at all. So due to the chaos. They know the chaos, and I know I've been talking about it for the whole past 4 days. Due to the chaos, it did not stop the American people from flying. It did not stop. But the gas is high. It did not stop. They wanted to see this essence, which it was a beautiful thing, because they always have a nice time at the Essence. They always have great people at the Essence, and then New Orleans have great food. So this is a good place to travel and enjoy yourself. So millions of travelers was packing to the airport over the weekend. Because I know I talked about this yesterday, how packed it was. You know, thousands of flights were delayed. You know, thousands of flights was canceled. You know, so that's a lot of flights to be canceled and delayed. You know, so they was overflowing for this weekend. But now they're really gonna be packed again today. You know, today is the last day for the Essence. You know, so Tuesday and Wednesday should be clearing up. You know, if people ain't still waiting a day after trying to get back home, you know, so it's still gonna be packed with everybody trying to get back home. You know, so just be careful. You know, just be prepared that you're gonna be in a long line, or either your flight gonna be canceled or delayed. You know, so we talk about this wonderful, amazing story of this guitar. You know, Randy, he lost his guitar at a hotel. You know, not lost it; it was stolen at the hotel. You know, so now this was like 46 years ago. You know, so now his guitar had returned back to him. You know, he was at the right place at the right time, and a miracle happened. You know, he saw his guitar for the last time. You know, he saw it backstage. You know, so he found his guitar. Cause he a legend. He a legend. He wrote so many his songs. You know, on that guitar. So he wanted his guitar back. You know, so now he finally have his guitar, and that was amazing story. Amazing story to hear that he never stopped searching. He never stopped searching for his guitar. You know, so thank God for that. You know, thank God, you know, for all the prayers. You know, and God do wonderful things. You know, you will pray for something, but you don't know how God gonna answer your prayer. You know, God touched his heart and had him to be at the right place at the right time. His guitar was right there. You know, so all that hard praying that you do to God, it all pays off. You know, it might seem like a long time, might seem like he quiet and not answer, but he will answer you. You know, so we also talk about the gas prices. You know, you had the president to talk to these gas stations. They had them cut down on the prices on the gas. You know, so the gas prices not went down everywhere, but just certain gas stations I had named different locations where some of the gas stations had went down on the prices, and you might want to check those locations out. You know, so we also talk about the chaos at the airport. You know, so we probably gonna have a chaos today. You know, 'cause today's the last day for the Essence, so the airport gonna be packed because everybody gonna be trying to get home. You know, so just prepare for the long line or either flight cancel or delay. You know, so I know y'all trying to get home, but just be careful. Watch what you touch. Have your sanitizer, mask, and everything else. You know, and on hand. You know, so I hope y'all enjoy yourself down here in New Orleans. New Orleans is a wonderful place for you to be down here and enjoy yourself. You know, we have wonderful food and everything down here. So I hope y'all here enjoy yourself down here. You know, and I hope y'all have a safe trip back home. You know, um, y'all have a nice day. You know, and I see y'all on the next video.